The gift that Toyota made of $50 million over 10 years is one of the most extraordinary gifts in the history of Mississippi to support public education.
Early on, we couldn't imagine what this is going to mean to us. What does a $50 million gift mean? We'd never had anything like that before. It was always, we knew we needed to do something in education, and we knew we had a lot of opportunities, a lot of things that we needed to do, but we just didn't have the funds to do it.
Before the Wellspring funds came to this area, my students seemed to be pessimistic about what life would be after high school. The one particular student that comes to mind is a student that struggled academically, worked really hard, tried his absolute best. And so once he found out about this program, he actually got a job through the career coaches. And once he found out that, hey, we have somebody that wants to hire you, there was a light in his eyes, like, I'm going to work. And it was an actual place where he wanted to work. So it worked out really well for this student who possibly could not have graduated. We know he's not going to college, but he is going to be working. He is going to be a productive citizen in our community.
As a career coach, we've had an amazing amount of stories come out of this first year of experience. But the one story that sticks with me most is a senior this past year who came up to me kind of out of the blue, and she looked at me and she said, "I don't think you understand, I don't have anybody to help me." And I simply just looked at her and I said, "Well, you do now."
I was a student with a lot of goals, but nowhere to start. So when I got to know Miss Lunsford, she had many contacts and many ways to see where I could start off now to reach my future goals.
This is the beauty of the career coaches, that we can start this relationship. It's a blessing to be able to connect students to people who are in the field who know.
It has been a great gift, and in turn helped many students just because of Toyota Wellspring.
When you see kids coming through and their eyes being open to what might be available, that's more than an aha moment. That's a wow, this really is going to make a difference for us.
The career coaches that we have on our campus, or that's placed at every school, they get to specifically go in and work with students. They can work with all of the students, helping students start from the ground up to really find out what they're interested in, what they're most compatible with, what careers they're most compatible with, things that will fit them and fit their interest. And they help those students with all of their academics, but mainly setting a plan going forward for their lives, for their careers.
A lot of times when you're in high school, you don't really understand what's out there. It has opened all of those students, it's broadened their horizons, and it's been a very good experience for our students.
To see the children, the light in their eyes, just kind of, gosh, this is something that we've never had the opportunity to have. It's just been such a significant change for our kids. And when you think about that, not only in Union County, but you spread that out to the 3 counties that this endowment has helped, it's just amazing what has taken place.
Well, the Toyota Wellspring Fund really has enabled school districts in Pontotoc, Union, and Lee to begin to introduce students at a very young age to what we call the Toyota Way. And it's a way of constant, continuous improvement. It's a way of the highest quality. It's a way of safety. It's a way of productivity. It's a way of teamwork. And so thanks to the Toyota Wellspring Fund, this is introducing our people to a new world of opportunity. And that's really what the Toyota Wellspring Fund has done.
The funds and the activities that were developed gave us opportunities we never would have had. We never would have been able to offer those opportunities. The young people never would have been able to participate in some of the things. Everything that was done wasn't done baseline. It was baseline plus. It was one step further. It was one step to make it more exciting, one step to make it different. It's not just a job fair. It's a job fair that's 15 times better because you're getting in a cockpit of a plane, or you're getting in an automobile, or you're getting into something related to that job to let you feel what it's really like, instead of somebody just sitting behind a table talking to you.
At the Career Expo, I got to see many, many jobs. I learned basically what I wanted to do, that I could go into agriculture, and ever since then I've pursued it. When I graduate high school, I want to go to ICC, then I want to transfer to Mississippi State and get an agribusiness degree. I'm going into my senior year to know what I'm going to do in my life. And if it weren't for the Wellspring Fund, there's no doubt that I would know.
Going to college for me is a really big deal. Not a lot of my family members that get to college. And what I'm doing in college is precision tooling and die, basically cutting metal for fitting parts like prosthetics and arms. If Toyota hadn't influenced me the way, like where I'm at now, I probably wouldn't be doing anything like this. I'd probably still be in struggles I would be in. Toyota's has inspired me a lot.
Being a college graduate in the state of Mississippi, as well as a high school graduate in the state of Mississippi, we need to do more to retain our talent in Mississippi so we can recruit additional employers like the Toyotas into our area to be able to provide employment opportunities to our kids, and say when they go off to a technical school or community college or even a post-secondary education school, they say, I'm going to come back and live in Tupelo. I'm going to come back and live in Pontotoc, because we're doing great things in North Mississippi. And it's because of industries like the Toyotas that's located in our area.
My favorite thing as a career coach, I think, is actually going into businesses and seeing my students working not just one, but multiples, 3s and 5s in the same businesses, thanking me for the little things that I've done to help them get those jobs or possibly keep those jobs.
It is a great feeling to know that there is support for students, and it just makes me excited to know that the support is out there, and there's so many kids who don't have that support, and without the Toyota Wellspring Fund, then those students would be unable to go to camps and have career opportunities like are being provided right now.
It is life-changing for Northeast Mississippi, and I think we hear it all over the country now, the skills gap. But right here, Toyota is allowing us to hit it head on in Northeast Mississippi. So I think it's changing us.
I think it's made a lot of progress. It's made a lot of progress in one aspect to me, which was one of our major goals, and that was to see some collaboration between the 8 school districts and the 3 counties as far as education goes. Wasn't easy to get there. Spent a lot of time, had a lot of meetings, got a lot of people involved in it, but I think it's there now.
I see the next 10 years in the state of Mississippi for our students. This North Mississippi has been the cohort that will open doors for the state of Mississippi. Every other county, every other school district is going to mimic what North Mississippi is doing, because we are the one getting in. We're doing the work. We're showing them that it's working, that there are avenues and other ways to go to school or get a certification.
The influence of Toyota for the next 10 years I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what is going to happen with the partnership with Toyota, because I can trust and believe, just because the first 10 years in the endowment or the grant or what they offered, the commitment that they made to us for the first 10 years, I'm sure with the growth and everything that they've seen, they're going to continue to invest in us, and we're going to continue to do our best to put out quality people, not just for Toyota, but for this community, for the state of Mississippi. And there's no telling where we're going.
I grew up in a very small town in Ohio, and never in a million years could I have imagined being the vice president of a Toyota plant in Blue Springs, Mississippi. I think one of the things to overcome is the perception of what manufacturing's like in 2019, and it's really exciting, bright, clean. It's not just a factory worker. These people are industrial athletes, and we've got skilled maintenance team members that are working on robotics programming. We also have human resources, logistics individuals, external affairs, accounting, all those type of things go in support of manufacturing the vehicles. And being able to have our team members showcase that to the children is very important. I think one of the other impacts that Toyota has in the communities where we operate is developing the workforce, not only for our team members, but also for the betterment of the community as a whole. I truly enjoy volunteering and working with individuals in the community, working with external affairs, because that makes you, I think, feel good, and giving back is what Toyota and what myself personally are all about.
Thank you, Toyota, for starting the impossible.
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 Thank you, Toyota, for starting the impossible.